Hey friends, it's me, Christiana Gaudet. I have popped up live on my YouTube channel. I usually come on live at noon on Fridays. I clearly didn't do that. I thought I would. I told you all that I would. But you know what? StarCon, like there's still so much StarCon work to do between doing all the accounting and everything for StarCon and the Afterglow, making sure everything's going the way it needs to be, planning the new StarCon coming up, StarCon 2023, and doing all the work I didn't do while I was at StarCon. I have been kind of busy this week and I apologize. I don't want you to think I don't love you, and I don't want you to think I'm not going to be keeping to my schedule. I promise I will get back to my schedule. It won't be tomorrow either, though. At some point tomorrow, I will come on for the Saturday Psychic Sampler, but it is likely not to be at the usual time. And I really apologize for this. It is just the way it is right now. You know, this happens when I travel as well. And don't think I don't love you, and don't think I'm retiring as your tarot fairy godmother, because I'm not. I am here and I will be here. So let me get to, let me find the chat here. And here we go. Thank you all for being here. I'm happy to see you. Let me pop out the chat. And we know what it is. It is Friday, so it is the Friday weekly wrap-up. And I'm using my fun new Tarot Original 1909 Circular Edition. And this is going to be kind of fun because I have read the book enough to know that Sasha tells us how to read the tilt, but not enough to have memorized it. And I don't really remember from Mother Piece how to work with the tilt. So obviously with a round deck, there's a lot of options for how the tilt could be. Little to the left, little to the right, lot to the left, lot to the right. So I don't know how this is going to work. This is completely experimental, but I am so grooving on this deck, just on the thought of it, that, yeah. Oh, Peggy, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm fine. I am absolutely fine. I am just, my schedule's a little ragged and will be through the weekend, which is not bad. And I am booking readings. I am still open for readings. I'm just having a hard time getting to where I would usually be at particular moments because there just is so much to do. And so I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you all for being here, for subscribing. I also, of course, very much appreciate the members. Thank you for being a member. If you did not make it to the members only class yesterday, that's here. So you can watch the replay and enjoy that if you're a member. And there'll be some new members only videos coming. And guess what? February is just around the corner. We're going to have new tarot scopes for everybody. And I learned a couple of things at StarCon that I'll be sharing with the members in some members only videos. So I appreciate all of you. So a card for the collective as we end the week. The Nine of Pentacles, and she's like straight on halfway. As we look at her here, she's halfway to the left. So when I look at this, I feel like it's about security. And where do we put our feelings of security? In what do we put our faith? Where do we put our security? And I think this week there may have been things that have caused us to shake our faith a little bit. Are we not secure in ourselves? Are we not secure in our abilities? Or are we coming to some reckoning that we are putting our faith or our security in the wrong thing? And so I think that's an interesting message for this week. All right. Let's get to... Hang on one second here. Let me make sure I can see everybody. Okay, I'm going to do these in order. Here is a card to wrap up your week. How was your week? What did you learn? What did you do? How do you go forward? That's what we're here to do today. Starting with Christina R. Look at that. Queen of Swords directly reversed. Okay, so this week, did you have to deal with a really difficult person? Were you yourself in a really bad mood? Or did you have a hard time seeing your own truth or speaking your own truth? We're going to turn this right side up to give you the power going forward to see your truth, to know your truth, to speak your truth, and to handle difficult people. All right. And please chat back on that. I would love to know some feedback about what that was, because that's a pretty serious message. You know, when a tilt can go anywhere and it's directly reversed, man, that means something. Okay, next request I see. Catherine Fan, so nice to see you. Here is a card for you. Okay, we have the Tower on a halfway tilt. So I feel like this was not the easiest week for you, but I also feel like you did a good job finding solutions to difficult problems. So you should feel good about your problem-solving abilities and how well you've done with that. Horace Van Dunn, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Carrie Dunnick, yeah, stay warm this weekend. I don't know if y'all know this, but in Florida, it's getting cold, man. And we don't have pants. I mean, seriously, I used to have winter clothes. I lived in Connecticut, but I've been down here since '08. And I've not bought winter clothes since '08. And I got to see clients in my office, so it's not like I can wear any ragged ass thing. I'm going to be going to my closet trying to figure out like what's appropriate for the weather here. Ugh, so weird. So weird. Anyway, okay. Is it Chen 1? I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. Here is a card for you. Look at that. High Priestess straight up. This week, you did a good job staying balanced. You did a good job getting stuff done, doing what you had to do, listening to your intuition and doing things the right way. You should be very proud of how you handled this week. Hey, Teresa, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. What a pleasant surprise. What a crazy week. You had the Page of Swords 2 weeks in a row. And sure was true. All righty. Well, let's see what comes up, Teresa, to wrap up your week. Look at this. The Hierophant halfway. So, yeah, crazy week, because I think there were times where you really had to just deal with what was. And there were times you had to question and make things be different than that. And you had to know which was which. You know, when is it time to try to create change, and when is it time to just go with the flow? And how do you find your power, and where do where is your power coming from? It has been a difficult and confusing week, but the thing you need to know is that you have been good at using your own authority when you needed to and submitting to the authority of others when you had no choice. You've done a good job with that. Very well done. Hey, Karen Winkle, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I've missed you too. By Monday, I should be back to my regular schedule, and I'll have my full schedule of events up very shortly. Karen, a card just jumped out. This must be for you. Woohoo! And straight up too, it's the Ace of Cups. Karen, this week, I hope that you heard from others, felt from others, were reminded from others how much you are loved and how much you are appreciated. That is really the energy around you and within you. Okay, Kim Morris, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. And hey, those of you who are on the west coast of Florida, who are in Lutz, Wesley Chapel, the Tampa Bay area, I'm going to be in your area February 17th through 21st, just saying. Available for private readings. We're doing a tarot meetup that Sunday. Just saying. All right. Kim Morrison, thank you again for being a member here. Hey, you get the Queen of Wands straight up. This week, I think you were creative. I think you were energetic. I think you were getting things done. I think you did a lot of good stuff with business. You did a lot of good stuff with family. You really got it done. You got it done. Any of you watch Letterkenny? I just started watching Letterkenny, and what an interesting show, man. It just makes me want to say, pitter patter, let's get at her. And that's what you did this week, man. Pitter patter, you got at her. Very well done. And Carrie Dunnick, here is a card for you. Oh, interesting. Carrie, you get sort of the same thing that came up for the collective. Even though I've shuffled the 9 of Pentacles in this halfway here. And for you, it makes me feel like you're halfway there, like Bon Jovi, right? Like when it comes to career or money or what you want to do or where you want to go, you're halfway towards your goals. And this week you did some stuff to get some stuff in order to start moving that needle to get you to where you want to go. You're not there yet, but you almost are. Horace Van Dunn, thank you so much for being a member here. Really appreciate you. Here's a card for you. Horace Van Dunn. On that halfway tilt, the Emperor. And honestly, I think this has to do, I think this week you've been doing a lot of work with your ancestors and with the energies of your male family members, both living and not living, working to remove the energies from yourself that you need to, working to guide the energies that you need to guide and to be guided by the energies that need to guide you. And that's what it's been this week. Very well done. Hey, Betty Flesher, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Monday's card was the 3 of Swords. So how was your week? Tell me, how did the 3 of Swords manifest for you this week? Let's take a look. You know, you got the 10 of Pentacles, and it's like the tiniest of tilts to the point that I don't even really see the tilt. So I feel like a lot of it is generational healing, and I know you've been working on that for a long time, and little blips of it will come up from time to time. I also think you've done some things this week to improve your mediumship ability to become a more open channel. So that's really cool as well. I wonder if there was just a weird little thing about your house, some small thing in your house that needed to be fixed. Did your toaster break? You know, something like that. I do wonder. And let me just scroll down and see if there's any comments. Thank you so much for your feedback. Okay. Christina, we got it. I was looking for you, Christina. Thank you for sharing this. I realized last night I'd been seriously bearing some emotions, talked about it with a friend, and started working through it. Perfect. Well done. Well done. Okay, so where am I? Peggy Lou Levens, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Here we go. Page of Cups on Monday. Queen of Pentacles reversed. And, you know, here's the thing. On Monday, we recognize how much your heart is full of love. But on Friday, we recognize the limitations. There are financial limitations. There are health limitations. There are some limitations. Let love power you where those limitations do not. Find the balance between what is strong and powerful in you and where the limitations are. You have to acknowledge the limitations, but as much as possible, you have to not be weighed down by them. Okay, Chara, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a wrap-up card for you and for Lucian. I'm going to start with you, Chara. Chara, you get the Sun reversed. I feel like there's been some things going on in your life this week that did not make you happy. And that part of your lesson this week is about figuring out what you want, knowing what you want, asking for what you want, going out and getting what you want, recognizing your own power. to do that. And for Lucian, Five of Pentacles. I think this week there were things you really had to do to take care of yourself, to not let other people bother you, to be in your own energy and be strong in yourself, even if other people are being stupid around you. Okay. Hey, Gina, nice to see you. Princess Nee, nice to see you. What we're doing here is cards to wrap up your week because it's Friday. So that's what I will do for you. Hey, the Nine of Cups, pretty straight up. So this speaks, I think, to you getting what you want. So I know you were interested in love. Maybe you got some good news this week, or maybe you had some connection with someone this week, or maybe you just raised your energy this week so that you will, in fact, be attracting love. One way or the other, this bodes very well for you. Moonlight Tarot, so nice to see you. Moonlight Tarot, Death Reversed. This week, you started thinking about the things that will never change, figuring out what is mutable and what is fixed, what is changeable and what is not changeable. And once you know what is not changeable, you know how to work with it. Love, Angie, so nice to see you. Here is a card to wrap up your week. The Nine of Swords. Was this a difficult week? Were you filled with worry? Was there upset? Was there something going on that was difficult? I feel like there may be some things that are weighing heavy on you. And so the message here is to acknowledge what is difficult, but do not let that win. Recognize your strength and your power to process that, to heal and to move forward in good time. Amber, so nice to see you. Glad that you're here today. Oh, Gina, you're freezing in Naples, huh? What the heck? What the heck? And Carrie's wearing yoga pants under a skirt. That's probably exactly what I'm going to do. That is going to be my MO, I think. Okay. So let's see, where are we? Amber A. That's where we are. Is that right? Did I do you already, Amber, or did I not? I don't remember. So Amber A, this may be your second card. It may be your first. I'm not sure. King of Wands. I think this week you are able to use your creativity to find the ways in which you can be a leader and to take charge in certain ways. And that is the right thing. Okay, Nettie P. What we are doing here is a card to wrap up the week. And I'm happy to do that for you. You got the Hanged Man pretty straight up here. I think this week you really had to think about the things that aren't going the way you want them to and how you have to be in a place of acceptance of that. There are some things you cannot change. And when you cannot change something, you have to change the way you think about it. And I think that's what you've really been learning this week. Hey, Lynn Collin, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Lynn, 10 of Swords reversed. This week you felt stabbed in the back, but you are taking measures to take those swords out and make it better. Well done. Baby Cakes, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Baby Cakes, Death reversed. There are some things in your life that are not going to change. And you need to take a look at where do you need to just have tenacity and keep going? And where are you fighting against something that will not change? And how does that relate to things that happened this week? Some interesting questions there. It's almost as if this week you came to a realization about, well, this is not going to change. And how does that realization serve you? That's the question. Okay, Gina Rutledge, here is a card for you. The world reversed. Gina, I think some things got set in motion this week that have not yet completed. So the motion has started, but we don't yet see where it's going to end. So welcome new beginnings. Be patient to see how things grow and where things go. And just recognize that we don't have all the answers yet, nor should we. Be open and let things unfold over the next couple of weeks. Marion Newberry, so nice to see you. It was nice to see you at StarCon online. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're still enjoying the afterglow. And thank you so much for being a member here. And thank you to everyone else here who went to StarCon. Betty, Peggy, Lou. I might be missing some of you, but thank you all. Really appreciate it. Hey, Marion, you get the stars straight up. Man, this week you found some healing. You found some spiritual energy. You found some ways to get your wishes fulfilled. Very well done. Denise Woods, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. And I want to remind everyone who's here to make sure you like this video, please. And if you have not subscribed, please do. Please hit that bell so you get notifications. And if you have subscribed, please consider becoming a member. All right. Denise Woods. Denise, you get the Hierophant straight up. I think whatever your job was this week, whatever work you needed to do, I think you did a very, very good job doing it exactly the way it needed to be done. Okay. Deanne Mayer, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. And thank you all for the feedback. I really appreciate it. Okay, Deanne. 9 of Pentacles, this time straight up. I think this week you did a good job taking care of what you needed to take care of. I think you can feel very confident in the things that you did this week and the way that you did them. Very, very well done. Very good. All right. From my perspective, I have come to the end. If I accidentally missed you, I'm so sorry. Please reiterate. Kathy, I think I missed you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member. I just have to read this from Baby Cakes. It was the realization about your car. No matter how much money you throw into it, it will not change much, right? Yeah, fair. Okay, Kathy, let's do you. Thanks for being a member. And I think you were at StarCon. Thank you so much for that. This week, you did a lot. You took care of a lot. You handled a lot, and you got her all done. Not easy. You deserve a break today. Seriously, you did a good job, but now you need to rest. All right. Anyone else I accidentally skipped? Anything else you need to share with me? So tomorrow I will not be here at the usual time, which is 12:30. I'm going to get here at some point. Oh, Lisa G, so sorry I missed you. Oh, and Irene Galumbo, nice to see you. I missed a few of you. I'm so sorry. Irene. Peggy, I got to you. Okay, good. Yeah, you saw that. Okay, good. So Lisa G, I'm going to get to you, and Irene Galumbo, I'm going to get to you. Irene, I got to meet you in person this past weekend. That was a joy. Thank you so much for doing that. I hope you got home safe, that you're here. I think you probably did. And I hope you had a great time at StarCon. Okay. So Lisa G, here's a card for you. The Wheel of Fortune. So this week, I think some things went well, some things didn't. I think the things you could control, you did well with. The things you couldn't control, you handled as best you could. And this comes up to remind us that as we go forward, luck will be on your side. And that's a good thing. Good thing to know. Okay, and Irene, here's a card for you. Irene Galembo. Sorry. 5 of Wands. I feel like there's some conflict. I don't know if you learned some things differently than you had thought of them before while you were at StarCon, or if you have conflict about how to go forward and what to do, or even if there is conflict between you and another person or between people around you. But I feel like at this point you have some solutions you need to come up with, some problems you need to solve. Not necessarily big problems, maybe creative problems, maybe business problems, maybe even spiritual problems about how you're going to integrate your new knowledge. But it will be good and it will be helpful. Okay, again, if I missed anyone, please let me know. Samantha 79. Remember, I'll be in your neck of the woods coming up February 17th through February 21. Dropped a card, went sailing off. This must be for you. And Samantha, you get the sun. Samantha, something happened this week that is bringing you healing, that is bringing you happiness, whether you can see it yet or not. It's coming. Things are getting better, starting with this week. Very well done. All right, what do you think of this round deck? I'm actually really loving it. Let me know what you think. So yeah, if you didn't ask for a card and you want one, it is last call for readings, y'all. And if I accidentally missed you, let me know. And at some point this weekend, I'll be here for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. I don't even know when I'm going to get to it tomorrow, or even if it's possible to get to it tomorrow. It might be the Sunday Psychic Sampler. But starting Monday, I think I'll be back to more normal, at least then until it's time for my Tampa tour, and then it gets weird again. So I thank you for being patient with me. Special thank you to our members. Really appreciate you. I appreciate all you subscribers. If you have not subscribed, please do. If you have not hit like, please do. Thank you all so much for being here with me tonight. I appreciate you all very much.